Lying down, connecting with the mat, the earth, the floor, something solid. Let your body breathe. And feel free at any point to change your shape. If you have your knees bent, you can straighten your legs and vice versa. Be comfortable as you breathe here. Continue breathing in your own natural rhythm, or if you want, your next inhale through the nose, fill all the way up and open your mouth, exhale, letting go. Once again, inhale through the nose, exhale, open the mouth. And then go back, breathing in and out of your nose. This is from Rumi. As you start to walk on the way appears. Clarity doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Taking action can look like sitting still, connecting to your breath. It can look like some poses, triangle, warrior. It can look like taking care of your neighbors, your community, and beyond. It can look like rest and resistance. For your next several inhales and exhales, you might incorporate the mantra: inhale to receive, exhale to give back. Inhale to receive, exhale to give back. Let your breath flow. You can release the mantra or keep it with you throughout class. Bring your hands to touch at heart center. And we'll send some love and some care out to each other, to our communities, and beyond. And place your arms out in the T shape. Bend your knees. feet as wide as your mat. We're going to try some flow today, being in the flow of our breath, of inhaling to receive and exhaling to give back. We start with wipers, windshield wipers, and turning the head. Looking the opposite way of the legs and going the distance that feels good to you for today. Feel good breath. Make sure your toes and your fingers are relaxed. They can rest here as you flow. And let's do a couple more each way. Coming back to center, draw your knees in and give yourself a hug. You can be still or rock, your choice. This flow may not feel as fun, but have fun with it, okay? We're with the legs floating, kind of 90-degree-ish, arms up toward the sky. Then right leg and left arm will move away from center and come back. Opposite limbs do a little movement away from center, come back. The other two limbs are trying to stay still. So you can dorsiflex, right? The ankles, the feet can be very strong feeling. Sometimes I find that gives me like a little bit of oomph. Or you can let the feet completely relax. You may go as far as you like. Some folks like to take the leg and the arm all the way out. Don't lose your center. We're pretending our arms and legs start at our belly button. And while you're having this amazing experience of joy, you can smile. Breathing in and out of the nose. Don't forget, you can rest anytime for as long as you like. I'm trembling a little bit. It's in a good way. Notice if you're trembling in a good way. I'm going to try a couple more. Opposite limbs, reaching from center any amount. Last one, each way. Release, let your whole body stretch out. Take up space. Perhaps a full breath in the nose and open mouth exhale. Once more like that. Full breath in through your nose. Open mouth exhale. Slide your arms by your side body. Bend your knees. Coming for bridges, a choice today. Your feet could be neutral, or you can have legs wide, feet turned out. What kind of bridge would you like? We're rising up, maybe arms are going up and over. And exhale, we lower. You can do some of each shape. Either way, heels are pressing down, down, down. If you have wide legs, Consider wide arms as you go up and over. That's kind of nice too. We are in the flow, taking 2 or 3 more. Or if you're like, yes, but I want to flow with my breath and hold bridge, you can do that. And we come back down and bring the feet just a little bit closer together. Maybe there's a couple inches between the feet, and you're going to let the legs go out and come back up. If it feels better to have a cushion there, you can add cushion. Let the hips feel this external rotation. We're not trying to be Cirque du Soleil. Just feel this. Legs going out and coming back. If it feels good in your body, you can stay. I'll be adding my cushions. You can keep the legs here while we do a little shoulder love. Maybe soles of the feet touch. Then we'll bring arms into our goalpost shape and we'll flow palms toward the sky, palms toward the floor. If you keep your shoulders grounded, you'll notice a certain range of motion, range of distance. If you let the shoulders lift, you might find something different. I like to keep shoulders down, and my palms do not get anywhere near the floor. That's the internal rotation of your shoulder. And then external, palms on the floor. That one feels, I don't know, a little more accessible. Couple more. And pause in the open position. Let's take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Once more. We can bring the legs back together. Put your cushions off to the side. And we'll roll to the side and make your way up to tabletop, hands and knees. Take your time. Add cushion if you like for the knees. That can be a blanket or folded up yoga mat, whatever you've got around. You might consider curling the toes under for the cats and cows. So we're inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. That's our mini flow right now. We'll be adding on to it. Toes curled under can give you a little foot stretch, but you might not want that right now. What are you feeling today in your spine? Which areas feel open and receptive? Which areas feel a little sticky? Just notice. When you're ready, you'll add in a child's pose. So you can do a cat and a cow And then send the hips back. Now I'm taking a child's pose that's more like this. Toes are curled under and I'm not really going all the way down. Then I'm coming back. Cow and cat. And then back to this variation of child's pose. I'm enjoying the foot stretch. That's going to be a key factor. Maybe this time I'll undo the toes. My hips can go back a little farther. Follow your breath. Cats and cows. Child's pose. Got a couple more. And make your way to tabletop. You'll curl the toes under here, and our flow will be toward down dog and back down. Knees can hover or knees can land. Reaching up toward dog, push the ground away. Come down toward table, knees can land or not. My knees are staying bent the whole time. You might straighten your legs. That's fine. Good. One more time. Down and back up. And you'll stay in your dog pose. Any movement that you'd like, bending the knees or not. You could also be still. Maybe you want to take the legs a little wider. I don't know. That's been feeling good to me lately, taking my feet out toward the edges of the mat. Can gently move the hips side to side. And what if you took one of those breaths here where you inhale through the nose and exhale, letting go. Maybe once more like that. Let's come forward now into plank. Might do a little measuring, shoulders over wrists, heels toward the sky. And then when you're ready, lifting back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. You're going to feel that same lifting that you felt when you went from table to dog. Lifting in your center. And we'll do 3 more if you'd like. Maybe rest would be good here. If you decide that you're done, our next stop is fetal pose. So when you do finish, you can come down and come on to one side. Nice. Make sure that your head and your neck feel happy. You're on one side. Your top arm and top leg will draw together and reach out. Drawing in, reaching out. Do twice more. Your choice. You can let the leg rest in the long shape or come back into fetal shape. The arm now will come out in front of your chest, top arm, and we'll go up and toward the back. So thoracic twist. Or if you want to stay neutral, the arm can go. So that'll be more of like front of shoulder twist. I let the chest turn up toward the sky and ooh la la, there's a lot in there. Open book. You finish the one you're on. Take one more if you'd like. And let's pause in stillness for a few breaths here. Rolling over to your second side. It may feel different than the first, so adjust your pillow. And we'll start by drawing top arm and leg toward each other and then reaching out. Drawing in, reaching out. Once more. And you choose, leg can rest straight or bent. And we'll come into open book, the top arm up and over, reaching behind the body any amount. Don't be attached to the distance. If you don't touch the floor, it doesn't matter. I've got a nice pillow in the way and I love it. It's making me stop at a really yummy spot. Finish the one you're on. Take one more. And then pause. Notice the earth. Notice your breath. Inhale, receiving. Exhale, giving back. When you're ready, press back up, tabletop. You might like a cat-cow or two, and then you'll make your way to downward facing dog. This is a weird flow, a little bit odd. We're walking the hands back to the feet, and then we're walking back out. So be mindful of your shoulders. If you don't love this, the next time you can walk feet forward and then feet back. See which one you prefer. If you don't like any of it, you could come back kneeling in some shoulder rolls. Give your shoulders some love. That may be a better option. Otherwise, try a couple more times. Dog, walking back to your forward fold, then walking out, and then you try it with the feet. I like the hands better today. And then next time you land in your forward fold, stay there. Take a big breath in. Once again, you can open your mouth if you want. Exhale. And we'll root down through the feet, rise up, rolling up or long spine, rising up, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. You can come to the top of your mat for your half sun salutes. Feet grounded. Inhale, rise, reach up, and exhale, fold. You follow your breath, right? I'm the guide on the side. Halfway and fold. Rising up, reaching up. Exhale to your heart. Twice more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Long spine, reaching forward. And once more. Let's do one more and add Utkatasana. Inhale, reach, and then fold. Halfway, and fold. Rising up, reaching up, and chair, and rise, and hands to heart. A little mini flow here. Tiptoes, chair. Tiptoes, chair. You can use a wall. You can have a chair for your chair. We're keeping the legs and the feet straight-ish. Trying not to let the heels go out to the side. We just have 600 more. Mini flow. Twice more. Good. And Tadasana. Pause for a moment. Check in. You can come to the top of the mat. Your choice, going from chair or standing. The right leg steps back. Go as wide as you'd like to go for crescent lunge. Feel good in the pelvis and the low back. Back heel up, front heel pushing down. And we're going to flow here with the arms. You can have this be as small or as big as you like. And some of you will want to add the torso. Doesn't mean you have to add it every time. Follow the breath, listen to the body. If you flow forward, think about the spine being long, like a plank pose almost. Any amount. Flowing, breathing, reaching in crescent lunge. Once more. And find your crescent. Arms up or hands at heart or anywhere. Maybe my arms would like to completely rest right now. One more breath. Maybe hands to hips, stepping forward to chair or stand. I always want to put those words together so it becomes chand or stare. All right, back to Tadasana. When we do the second side, where are you leading from? Ego or body care? Chair or standing, left leg will step back. Go as wide as you'd like. Check in, get the foundation, back heel up, front heel down, and flow. Don't forget to breathe. Add in the torso if you'd like. Whee! When I look at you, it challenges my balance. So if you feel like challenging your balance in the middle of this, you can turn your head. Woo! That's good practice to not fall over. Let's flow twice more. And then you'll settle into your crescent. Hands at heart, maybe resting on your thigh, maybe reaching to the sky. One more breath. Maybe hands to hips, stepping up, stand or chair, and then rise up Tadasana. Pause. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your breath. Turning to your side, stepping out or hopping out, maybe hopping back in and back out. We're eventually getting into warrior two. Here we go. So maybe it's wrists over ankles. I never get quite that wide, but that was kind of the old measurement. Maybe it's done now. Left leg bends and turns out, and then you can arrange your back foot turned in a smidge or foot parallel. Check out your alignment, heel to arch or not. You can do heel to heel or heel to toes. Okay, reach your arms. Your choice, dancing. We inhale up, exhale bend, or we inhale in, exhale out. Feel good in your shoulders. Think about the exhale, not dragging the shoulders down your back, but letting them also exhale. It's like, ah. I'm not thinking down. I'm thinking shoulders, ah. All right, we're breathing in and out of the nose. A few more. Dancing warrior. Last one. Holding your shape, and the only flow is wrists. Gentle, relaxed hands, wrist circles. Other direction. Release. Shoulders melt. Thank you. Straighten the leg. Parallel the feet. Your choice. You can hang out here. You can do a little dance, or you can hop. We'll get to the other side. What do you feel like today? You can step out and in. Or last time here, we make our way. Warrior two. Second side. Bending the knee, turning the leg out. Back foot parallel or turned in. You know, I'm not 90 degree here. You're noticing that 90 degree would look like this. It's super low. I don't love it. Go where you feel good. Check out your alignment, heel to something. Reach your arms and let's flow. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Maybe inhale in. Exhale out. We've got a few more. Shoulders are exhaling. Last one. When you hold your shape, Make gentle, gentle fist. We'll circle the wrists again, but this time gentle fist. What if you're like, I need to rest? That's fine. Do your circles here. Switch direction. And release. Straighten the leg. Parallel the feet. And let's make our way back to center. Have the feet a little wider than hips, maybe shoulders-ish. Bend in the knees. Lovely twist. Kind of flowing through rotation, side to side. You always have the option to lift the heel if that feels better with the knee. Floppy arms. How can we be in the flow if we're rigid? So we allow a little bit of floppy, a little bit of relaxation. Coming back to center. We have a shoulder flow. I want to give an option. Your flow might feel good as a hug. You can switch the arm each time. You can reach as much as you want to reach. If it feels available, you can give yourself a pat on the back. The other arm is here or here or here, and we switch. Side to side. Hugging or pat on the back. Both of them kind of a nice option for just showing up for yourself. Well done. Keep our arms healthy so we can, I don't know, punch someone. Just kidding. We could lift someone up. How about that? Keep your head neutral. When you do this pat on the back thing, it's tempting to sneak forward. Stay in your Tadasana. We'll do a couple more. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one each way. Good. Big hip circles. Big. Let them feel good. Knees and ankles, hips bending, arms can hang down, or they can be hands on hips. Switch direction. Coming back to center. We're keeping that kind of movement in our minds. You can sit in your chair or you can come down onto the mat for Sufi rolls. You might like to sit on a blanket, or like I said, please feel free to sit on your chair. Maybe your legs are straight out. If they're crossed, consider switching. You might have gone to the one you love, and you could feel something different here. All right. Let your hands, your arms rest, and we circle the torso now. This can be as big or as small as you like. You may feel a hint of cat-cow in there, or you might stay really long and tall as you go around. Switch direction. Come back to center. If you want to switch your legs again, you could do that. They can also be straight out. Still, you can stay in your chair. We're side bending. Will feel differently than when we were lengthening our side bodies in fetal pose, reaching in or drawing in and then reaching out. Notice this. We're grounded through the pelvis and length up through the waist, the rib cage. Always you could keep the arms low. Once more, each way. And we'll come back to center. Pause for a breath. You know where we're going. Twisting flow. Arms can be low, or you can add the swimming arms. It is summertime, so maybe swimming up and over to the second side. It's a nice way to twist. Your pelvis is steady, so it's kind of thoracic rib cage area twisting. Let's do one more each way. And we are coming down to the ground, or you can stay where you are. I want to take a few breaths in stillness. If you're like, I'm done sitting, I want to get down onto my mat, you can. Otherwise, you're seated. You can let your hands rest, palms up or down. Breathing in, receiving, breathing out, giving back. Awareness on the breath. Inhale to receive, exhale to give back. Stay in the flow of that. And letting go of the mantra. And we'll come down all the way down onto our mats now. You can have support for your head and your neck. When you arrive on the earth, hug your knees in, hold each leg. This is a very slow flow here, taking the legs around in circles, letting the low back gently move. Switch direction. Bring your feet to the mat and check in with yourself here. We're moving toward our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. You might like to take your legs up on a chair or the couch. That could turn into your Shavasana. If you want, you can bring your pelvis up onto a blanket or cushion or block, whatever you have. Can take some breaths here, and then we will come down out of the bridge pose for Shavasana. You can have your feet on the ground, your legs in the sky, and your arms can be anywhere that feels good. Kind of like this T shape, it's taking up space, but it doesn't feel too loud. As we're on the road to Shavasana. Let your eyes close if that's comfortable. And we'll be here for about another minute. If you have your legs on the chair or on a couch, you can stay there. If you're on a cushion, you're going to lift your pelvis up and come back down to the ground. Add in any final thing that you might need. Sometimes hugging the legs in or a happy baby. And then you can stretch your legs out over the cushions. Let your arms come down, resting by your sides, palms up or down. Let yourself receive this rest. That's how we will give back. Let yourself receive the rest. Close your eyes. I'll let you know when it's done. Bring your awareness back to your body, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling to receive, exhaling to give back. Staying in the flow of your breath, of receiving and of giving back. And wiggle fingers and toes. And you might like to reach through all the limbs, stretching out, or you can draw your legs in. Give yourself a hug. And if you're coming up, you'll bend your knees. When you're ready, roll to fetal pose. Pause on your side body, connecting again with the ground, connecting again with your breath. And bring yourself up to sit. Hands to heart center. One more time. Inhaling to receive, exhaling to give back. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for flowing. Thank you.